Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am going to show you how to make a monster truck wheel. The reason why I'm doing this is because it costs 250 Robux. As you see, this one costs 250 Robux. So I'm going to show you guys how to make one that you can do for yourself, and it's free. So before we start guys, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And now, let's begin. On my creation slot. I know, I have a lot of stuff to do. If I just delete all this, of course a block of cheese, a pizza base and all that. So here is the monster truck wheel. So if I just unanchor, as you see, it spins. And I know the shutter speed on my computer is kind of low. As you see, if you're in the way of this, guys, you're going to get slinged pretty far. Well, there's a chance. See, you can be slinged up really high or really far. As you see, it's literally like, a harpoon, I would say. Well, it's not a harpoon, but a harpoon speed. So, yes, guys, it's quite easy. As you see, this kind of curve inside, I will show you guys how to make it, And, yeah, so first of all, we need to load our build up. So yes guys, you load your car or just start the wheels, so you need it to be at least like 4 blocks above the ground, as you see. Place the car wheel, as you see. So place it, as you see. Of course, I'm going to add a switch on. Well, in fact, no, I'm going to add a car seat, so, I can show you that it can steer, as you see. Now you want to do this really easy trick to create circles. So of course, set your rotate to 15, of course. Then of course, grab a marble block or whatever block you want. But of course, I recommend marble. So as you see, begin rotating. So rotate 15 degrees every time you place a block. As you see. I think that should be enough. Now you want to scale them so they're like behind the block, as you see. Then of course scale up. I don't know why the block is acting all like that. Don't ask me why. Then of course scale it up like that. And as you see, you set your scale to 1 because that's going to be really important. As you see, you now want to do like, a bit of scaling, Shouldn't take too long. It should just take like 5 minutes, of course. Doesn't take long, As you see, you want to like, try and do as much as you can because, if you don't do the full wheel, you know what it's going to be like. It's not going to be good. A ride to the end in a monster wheel. Don't ask me why the wheel's wobbling, guys. Don't ask me why. It's going to be like a mystery, So yes, we have to do this all the way around. So yes, you heard it. All the way around. So all over. And as you see, I am far away from the wheel, so it may take a bit of time. So I'm going to try and like speed run this, so as you see, we are now getting there. So, yes, it only takes like 5 minutes, I would say. I don't know. But, we just need to complete this to find out. And, of course, I'll check the timing later. As you see those annoying corners, guys, I will show you how to, get rid of them. So, bear with me while I just do the circles. So, shouldn't take too long if I do it right and don't screw things up, As you see, we are not far off now. Of course, I may have to do a bit of scaling as well, so And of course, once this is done, guys, we can, do the hard bit. And of course, we hate the hard bits. But, of course, it has to be done. And I can't remember the length as well, guys, so, expected a bit of delays. And of course, I'll save it on a useless slot, guys, because, there is a useless slot now. So I'll call it a tutorial slot, So as you see here, we have now done 3/4 of a circle. So as you see, just a bit of scaling. As you see, it doesn't take long, guys, believe it or not. As you see, we are now done 3/4 of a circle. So as you see, we now need to do it again. So yes, as you see, we just need to do this a few times. Now, of course, some scaling. So we are getting there now, guys. It's nearly done. So as you see, nearly done. And now we have done the tyre. Well, 2 blocks away from finishing the tyre. So yes, we are getting there. Okay, now we have done. Now we are done. That's what I meant. And as you see here, there's these annoying spikes. It's all annoying. So first of all, we need to see which scale is appropriate for this. So if I just, test, so as you see, 0.4 blocks in. And yes, so you got to do this, guys, all the way around. So as you see, I'm just going to show you a sample, guys. So of course, I'll time lapse the other part. As you see, you have to scale 0.4 blocks in on both sides. So as you see on both sides here, as you see, 0.4 blocks on both, As you see, it doesn't take long, guys, So as you see, you need to try and get a wait, hang on. Wait, give me a sec. If I just try and, get the measurements here. So it should be a 1.2 blocks. So bear with me while I do the rest. But before I do the time lapse, you also need to do the 0.5 as well. So you need that and carefully scale in, the blocks, as you see. And as you see now, guys, those annoying corners are gone. So you have to do that all the way around until you get a 1.1 block. Doesn't take long, guys, so don't panic. So, yes. Now let's finish it all off. So as you see here, guys, here's the wheel done. Well, the tyre actually. And as you see, guys, you want to keep 3 white. So as you see, if I just paint it all white, as you see, and then of course you want to leave 3 at the top as white, and of course paint 3 blocks as black. So as you see, make sure they are spaced out, because I will show you why in a sec. But of course, we will paint them black. So if I just paint them white for now, sorry about the confusion. So yes, I'll show you why I did that. So as you see, guys, we now need to do, the tilting part inside of the wheel. So now, of course, set your rotate to 45, so 45 degrees, and rotate as you see. Don't forget to turn on match rotation, guys. And what I recommend you guys to do is to do 4 angles, or 8 angles if you're feeling bold. So as you see, it's quite hard to see, guys, you know, because it's all painted white. So as you see, do 8 angles, make sure they are right. As you see, that isn't. And you'll have to deeply concentrate, guys. So as you see, that's wrong. If I just do this, okay, I'm screwing up here, guys, I'll admit it. As you see, it's quite hard, guys, so you guys will have to paint it black, you know. So as you see, make sure you guys get the angles right, because it's important, because, you know, you don't want to make your wheel look all ugly. And of course it does look ugly now, but it will look nice when it's done. So set your scale to 0.5, scale them in so they're like flat, not flat, so they're like one block, and scale out like that. So as you see, guys, do that all the way around with the other blocks, as you see. And of course, we are going to have to stretch our tyre out in a minute. And I will show you the reason why, guys, actually. There is a reason why I did it. And of course, scale them in so they are at, you know, one block in length. So scale by 0.5 in both directions, as you see. Sorry about, and by the way, guys, if you noticed in the time lapse, I had to get rid of Avner's AFK grinder. So sorry, Avner, I really needed it. So of course we need to save, and as you see here, guys, we have now got, you know, this done. Now we have to do the rest. So now you guys know how to do it. I will now do the rest by myself. So you guys do it. As you see here, guys, we now have to stretch out the tyre by 0.5 blocks. So this shouldn't take even a minute, guys. Of course, if you are a fast builder, it shouldn't even take a minute. So as you see, of course, guys, my mouse, of course, is kind of like sensitive, so I have to be very careful. So it might take me a minute to do, but of course, it shouldn't take that long. And as you see, some scaling here. As you see, guys, I'll show you why we have to do some scaling. So as you see, this is why, guys. So of course, scale in these angled parts, guys, because that's why we had to stretch out the tyre. So now, of course, scale all these in. It shouldn't take a minute, you know. Of course, it might be boring, but it's worth it. So as you see, just a bit of scaling. So as you see, guys, we are now nearly halfway, and I think it's been like about 1 minute already. So this should only take 2 minutes if I don't screw up on, you know, whatever. On an iPad or slow device. It should take like 10 minutes to do, so don't panic. Of course, if you get it right, then you're okay. And now, as you see, guys, of course, don't forget to save. Paint this here grey, as you see, and of course, paint this black. And now, of course, paint it like this, so only 3 blocks, as you say, so paint it till it goes like this, because I will show you why. And then place a block in the middle, doesn't matter which angle, but of course scale it out by, hang on, if I just figured it out, yes, so by 0.2 blocks, because of course you need to save some blocks. And if I just make sure it's right, and of course do a bit of scaling in. How many blocks did I scale in by? I think it was about, hang on, let me just do the scaling. So as you see, it should look like this, so that's 1 block. Then scale in by 0.5 blocks, or 0.6 if you wish, but of course it looks nice at 0.6 blocks. Then of course paint it black. No, not black. Pink. No, dark grey. Sorry, not pink. It's not a Barbie truck wheel. And as you see here, guys, in between this, as you see, paint it at hue 64, saturation 13, value 52. So as you see, paint it at this colour. As you see, there's the information. And of course, paint it at that colour. Now, of course, save. And now we have to do those 4 bars going across in a monster truck. So, in a monster truck wheel, I meant, not in a monster truck. So, as you see, so scale them across by 0.4 blocks in both directions, as you see. So, scale it to the middle, and of course, 0.4. And don't forget to do it at 45 degrees as well. So you only have 2 of these to do, then of course you're good to go. So as you see, scale in the middle. As you see, yes, this should be great now. Okay, this is looking good now. Okay, this looks good now. Now, of course, paint it, of course, dark grey. As you see. Yes, I know. And now, of course, save your build. Don't forget that. And now we have to do the arrows. So I'm going to show you how to do it, guys. So, of course, turn on match rotation. Set your rotate to 45. Then, of course, press T once, or, well, hang on a sec, guys. It depends which direction you're at, so it should only be R once, so, just press R once, then scale it down by 0.2, and as you see, so scale it out, so it's like nearly, so it's in the block like that, and scale it out by, so, wait, hang on, let me just explain that again, hang on, I think I explained it unclearly there, or not clearly. So as you see, so first of all, scale it in by 0.2 blocks, so make sure the point is not out of the wheel. Then scale it in till this little bar here becomes 0.4 blocks wide. So as you see, repeat it with the same with this one. And as you see, do a bit of scaling in so it becomes 1.2. And now, of course, we have to do the other. As you see, if we just do it, if we just do the same with the other, now, of course, scale them down and scale until they look like they are connected, which they are, of course. Then, of course, scale so they are, straight, as you see. So it should look like this, guys. So make sure they are in line. Now, of course, place a block, as you see, so one block in the middle of those two. Now, of course, scale it down by 0.2 blocks, of course, well, till it's 0.2 blocks thick. And now, as you see, you got this square here, a 0.4 by 0.4 square. Then, of course, scale it in, so scale these two in until they go, you know, by 1.8. Then set the scale to 0.1, do the same, and scale them out. And as you see, guys, it should be okay. And of course, I will show you what other scaling you need to do, so don't panic. First of all, we need to focus on one thing, so if I just do the rest, so be right back. So as you see here, guys, we have now done the arrows. And if you look closely, it looks kind of uneven. So let's try 0.05 and see if we can get it to the same level. And let's see now. Yes, we can. So if we do it for all of these here, guys, shouldn't take a minute if you do it right. So as you see, just do it carefully, you know. Take your time with it, but of course, since I know what I'm doing, I can speed run it. And as you see, now I'm done. And now, guys, you can paint the white, like, in fact, everything black now. So as, not Vanta black, or this black here, which is not Vanta black. It's literally black, but this bluish black here, slightly bluish black. And as you see here, guys, just paint it all, you know. So as you see, just paint it all up, as you see. And it should look nice once it's done. And of course, if it doesn't turn, then we have a big problem. As you see here, guys, this is what the finished product looks like. And let's unanchor. Oh, thanks. At least it didn't drop. Let's try the turning first. Wow, it turns well. Okay, set wheel speed up to 50, because that's what we want, max speed. Let's save. And as you see now, guys, it rolls really fast. And I don't know what it'd be like to put this on a car and drive it in Build a Boat. Don't know what it'd be like on the water, but yes, it does slingshot you this time, because I built it in the opposite direction. As you see, boom! So, yes, now I've done it. Anyway, guys, I hope you learned something new. I hope you enjoyed the video. Share this video to your friends if they're struggling with something. Leave a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And see you next time.